What if I told you that before the God of the Bible, there were other black gods who were erased from history? Prepare yourself, because what you will hear now can shake everything you believe about faith, spirituality, and the origin of God. Today's theme is not only controversial, it is explosive. Black gods before Yahweh, the secret that religion has hid for millennia. For centuries, the history of spirituality has been written, rewritten, and manipulated by hands interested in erasing the ancestral roots of entire civilizations. And one of these deeper manipulations involves the replacement and silencing of ancient black gods, worshipped long before Yahweh emerges as a central figure in the Hebrew tradition. Few dared to talk about it, but the evidence is there. Hidden in forgotten sacred texts, ignored archaeological inscriptions, and spiritual traditions buried by time and doctrine. Why were these gods erased? What has the traditional religion tried to hide at all costs? Who were these black deities, and why did they represent a threat to the dominant theological system? These are the questions that most people never ask themselves, or even imagine they should do. But today, here in this video, we will explore the depths of this mystery. Let us travel to a long time before the formation of Judaism, even before the name Yahweh was pronounced for the first time. And let's find that black spirituality not only existed, it was central, powerful, and influential. Imagine this: millennia in African and Mesopotamian lands, ancient peoples connected with deities who had dark skin, African features, and represented wisdom, power, and the creation of the universe. These black gods were at the center of the first spiritual beliefs of humanity, but as empires grew and religions were consolidated, a new narrative was built. A narrative that transformed God into a white European being, far from the original image of the early creators. Have you ever wondered why almost all the images of God, angels, and even Jesus were closed throughout history? Have you noticed how biblical story seems to have been shaped to erase the references to African deities? It is no coincidence. This is part of a subtle but powerful plan of spiritual reconfiguration and cultural identity. And we are not talking about myths or assumptions. We are talking about real historical records, archaeological discoveries, sacred texts removed from the official versions of the Bible, and traditions that survived secretly between peoples who refused to forget their origins. The truth is that before Yahweh, there were other sacred names, there were other faces of God. There was a black, alive, vibrant, and dangerously revealing spirituality to those who control faith as a form of power. These black gods were not just religious figures, they were symbols of spiritual autonomy, direct connection with the divine, without the need for institutions, dogmas, or controlling hierarchies. And that's exactly why they were erased. But it's time to reverse this deletion. The time has come to look at the past with open eyes and hearts free of fear. This video is not just